In this video, we are going to look at adding and subtracting decimals. So the first example we have is addition of decimals. So we've got 6 and 73 hundredths, and we're adding that on to 72 thousandths. So whenever we want to add decimals together, we need to line up our decimal places. So I'm going to write the first number, 6 and 73 hundredths. And then I'm going to write the other one below it, and I'm going to line up my decimal points. And in this case, I'm going to have to add a 0 here as a placeholder. So now we're going to perform the addition. So 0 plus 2 gives us 2. 3 plus 7 gives us 10. So we'll carry that 1. 1 plus 7 gives us 8. We rewrite our decimal right below the other ones. We do 6 plus 0 to give us 6. So our final answer there is 6 and 802 thousandths. Now for our subtraction example. So here we have 60 subtract 5 and 372 thousandths. So we're going to rewrite that. Okay, so the decimal point here will be right after the 60, and then I'm going to add 3 zeros as placeholders. So again, I'm always lining up my decimal points. Now we're going to perform the subtraction. So we do 0, subtract 2. Well, we can't do that. So we need to borrow 1. So we have to look over here. We've got 6,000. Okay, we've got 6,000 to borrow from, so we're going to borrow 1. So I borrow 1. Well, that means that this 6,000 is going to become 5,999. Okay, so I've borrowed 1 from 6,000, and I'm left with 5,999. So now I've got my 10 here. I'm going to subtract 2. That gives me 8. 9 subtract 7 gives me 2. 9 subtract 3 gives me 6. I'm going to put my decimal point right here, right below the other two. 9 subtract 5 gives me 4. And then 5 subtract 0 gives me 5. So I end up with an answer of 54 and 628 thousandths. And the most important thing to remember about when we're adding or subtracting decimals is we must line up those decimal points. Okay, if we don't line those up, we're going to come up with an answer that's incorrect.